Hello, everyone. Bruce Klein here, Bayside Bruce. I just wanted to come on and look at what our market looks like here on the peninsula currently as of May 30th, 2025, and show you guys what's going on and give you a little insight into how those of you who are trying to sell your home may be able to get this home sold a little bit quicker. So what I've done is I've gone in here. First, let me show you this. How many homes do we have currently on the market? I'm going to put no max here, so we'll see. So for this area on our peninsula, this is for homes only, not lots. If we add lots, this 527 number is going to be double that, over 1,000. So we've got 527 homes currently for sale in our market. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to see how many have been on sale for a longer period of time. So let's go take a look at the 6 month. I can't go any higher on here than 6 months. So how many for 6 months? Well, we've got 118 that have been on the market 6 months or longer. So I'm sure if you're one of those trying to sell, you know it's been tougher to sell now than it was a couple of years ago. What happened? Well, we had rising home prices. We had a period of 2 years where our home prices went up 20% or more each year. So you had home prices increase by over 40% in a 2-year period. That combined with higher insurance and higher property taxes have made affordability a bit more challenging for folks. And those of you who have rental homes, you've noticed that your profit margin is being gobbled up by the property tax and insurance. So what a lot of folks are doing is they want to sell the home. And a lot of you have researched, you have a great realtor, you've done your due diligence, and you have your home priced correctly, but it's still not selling. Some of you have lowered your price 2, 3, 4, even 5 times. I've seen some that have dropped more than $100,000 and they're still not selling. Why is that? What do you think it is? Well, the prices are leveling out a little bit. We're seeing that. Property taxes, homeowners insurance, not really much you can do about that. You can protest it, and get it a little bit lower, but those are going up. And of course, you all know interest rates have gone up more than double than where they were 3 years ago. So right now, if you're buying a primary home on the peninsula, you're looking at around 7%, anywhere from upper 6s to 7%. And if that's going to be a second home or investment property, it's going to be 7.5 or higher. So that means that your monthly payment has increased exponentially, right? So if you're trying to buy a vacation home or an investment property and you want income from that, your profit margin just shrunk substantially. So as I mentioned, can't do anything about insurance. You can shop for insurance every year, and you can't really do anything about property taxes other than protest and get it lowered when you can. Hopefully they'll lower it for you. What can we do something about? It's the interest rate, right? That interest rate at 7, 7.5 or higher, depending on if it's an investment property or primary home, has really, I think, put a dent in our market, and it's making things a little more difficult to sell right now. So I wanted to talk to those of you who have a home for sale and it's taking longer than expected, and you've lowered your price maybe multiple times. Your home is priced accurately, but it still won't move. Well, in that case, it must be the interest rate, right? So we can do something about interest rate. Instead of lowering your home price again, take that same amount. Let's say you were going to lower it by $20,000. Take that $20,000 and offer that as a seller incentive or a seller credit to buy down that rate. So you can do a 2-1 rate buy down, a 3-2-1 rate buy down, or you can do a permanent rate buy down. And you and your realtor can market that and say, hey, instead of getting this home for 7.5%, how would you like to get into it for 4.5 or 5.5%? And I can show you what the payment difference is. I can send you a graphic showing, if you do a 2-1 buy down, what that payment difference is for those first 2 years and how much it's going to save them in those 2 years. That's if you do the temporary rate buy down. You're thinking, well, yeah, but then it's eventually going to go back to that high rate. It will, if rates don't drop. But we're expecting rates to drop at some point. We've been talking about it for a while. So the idea is to go ahead and make it more affordable for them to purchase now, and sometime over the next 2 to 3 years, refinance into the new lower permanent rate. And the way it works is that 20,000 you were going to lower it, you take that same 20,000 as a seller contribution. That money is set aside in an escrow account. It gets paid with that monthly mortgage payment that the new buyer is making. So it just reduces what that buyer has to pay, and it reduces that rate first year, second year, third year, depending on which program they select. So I'm happy to talk to you about these programs and how we might help you get these homes sold more quickly, get them off the market. I know a lot of you would really love to get these sold during our peak season here coming up on the summer. So reach out to me and let's talk about it. You can schedule a call with me at consultwithbruce.com, or check me out on my website at gulfcoasthomeloans.com. All right. And until then, I will see you on the beach. Have a good one.